Hey there, car beautiful. How are you on this magnificent day? Look at it. It's absolutely glorious. Let's make the most of it. Let's get out there and let's see what's in them charity shops. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 car beautiful. Here we are. We're in the back end of RICKMANSWORTH Maple Cross again. Let's go and see what Rennie Grove have got for us, yeah? Got another sale, guys. Buy one, get one free. Summer sale. Let's head on in there and see what's in there, yeah? Branded. Have a quick look through the women's jackets first. If anything jumps out, I'll show you guys. So this is my favourite section. That's a mixture of men's and bric-a-bracs. So I've got to go through all of those. And that, guys, we have just found a Bolo, £8, Jardiniere, brass. Yeah, that's right. Stand, £8. Yes, 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 car beautiful, it's true. We're back in RICKMANSWORTH. Yes, we've got a plant stand made of brass in the other charity shop, so while we're in the area, let's head on in and see what's in here, right? Absolutely. Are they genuine Tommies? Interesting. Asking price £20 though. Okay, fine, so a bit too small. So we've got all this lot to check. Now that is a dead giveaway, so we're going to have a quick look at that one. 36. £8.50. TM Lewin. Not bad. Not bad. Something about this jacket is jumping out at me. £14.99. A little more than I want to pay. Manswell by 5.com. Interesting piece. Research needed. I'm just looking at the jackets. Look at those Batman figures there, waiting to be put out. Lovely sheepskin. Research needed. Bayless.
Yeah, but we don't want to spill it, do we?
Next, there was not a lot in that last shop. Yeah, a couple of small bill payers, but yeah, nothing to really jump home about, so we're going to jump in here and see what's in this one here. Straight away, beautiful wax jacket in the window, nice and a long. Look at that. Yeah, it probably needs a bit of re-waxing. However, if it's a barber at a good price point, we will definitely be taking that, I do believe. Okay, so it's a mascot wax jacket coming in at £15. Can get 45 to 50, so it's an easy treble up, right? The only thing that lets that jacket down, guys, is it's a small, so it's a 28 to 30 chest size. Otherwise, yeah, we'd have taken that definitely every day of the week at that price point. Yes, guys, girls, non-binaries, look at that beautiful Quicksilver jacket there. Y2K. Nice and warm, like skiing kind of jacket. £5 we'll be taking that. That should get a return approximately $39.99 to $49.99. So yeah, beautiful. £5. Thank you very much. That's just one of the reasons why I love going to charity shops at random times, you know. I mean, I haven't left it till after midday, so a lot of the Bolos probably would have been picked up by potential resellers in the area, you know. However, that Quicksilver jacket, what a great find at a £5, right? No rips, no tears, nothing to concern. So anyway, Sue Ryder, this one usually does me well. Have I now tempted fate? That is the question. Let's have a look in there and see what we can find. Put it £4.50 for me, wouldn't you?
Oh no, I wouldn't. I'd do it for £4 grand.
£4 grand?
Yeah,
Lovely.
Yeah, you're on commission this week, I can tell.
Got to follow the whole charge.
Look at this. Tiba. Nice, £4. Hardly been worn, lightly used. I'll definitely be taking those. Must be £20, £30 for those. Thank you very much. We have just found the huge Bolo Casablanca, $5.95. New with tags. Yes, yes, yes. We'll be definitely taking that. The retails on there can be between £50 to £70. Once again, Rickmansworth have not let us down. Picked up two vintage Tomy Trackmaster trains at £1 each. Nice vintage elephant with like musical box sort of thing. Show you what I mean when I get home, huh? And what else was there? There was another item in there, pashmina, and that jumper. Wow, wait till you see what that jumper can sell for, guys, girls, non-binaries. Right, we're going to head home now. I'm going to show you the items, and we'll take it from there. See you in a bit. Yes, 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 Car Beautiful, we've done it again. That's right, we have absolutely found them Bolos out there on the field. As you know, or you don't know, got my listings done all last night and this morning. End of the month, I had literally about 30 remaining out of my 300 for the month. So I was all caught up first thing this morning. I thought, what better thing to do than just like embrace the day. Yes, the weather was absolutely beautiful, wasn't it today? Well, it was down here in Greater London. Not too sure about where you are, guys, girls, non-binaries. However, weather's great. Get out there, you know, just enjoy the day and just get a bit of fresh air. And I thought, I'm going to go to Rickmansworth. Yeah, haven't been there for a couple of weeks. Let's just see what's out there. If there is, there is. If there's not, nothing lost, right? They've got an aquadrome out there. So if I didn't find anything, I could have always had a spot of lunch, you know, by the river, by the lakes, you know, absolutely beautiful. So without further ado, as you've seen, I was out in the area. Yep. First started off in the Rickmansworth, and the greater part of it, there was a little town there. So my usual haunt was Rennie Peace Grove, if I'm not mistaken. Next to the garage, you'll see the video footage. Not much to see there because there wasn't much in the way of items to sell. Personal use, yes, absolutely. Head out that way if you're in the area, right? There's certainly a few items out there. Moved then on to the main town of Rickmansworth, parked up, as I said to you before, getting into Marks and Spencer's, the car park. It's free for the first hour. Then you only pay like £1.10 per hour thereafter. Give yourself a couple of hours. You know, it's not a great array of shops down there, but it's a lovely old town. Then you're not rushed, right? First shop, which is always the one that seems to give me some lovely, lovely items, was in there. A couple of board games I was looking at. You know, the flips on them were for 3 to 18. Coming up Christmas, yes, people will be interested in said games. A couple of vintage items, the games, but, you know, I wasn't feeling it. You know, the sell-through rate wasn't as much as we would like to anticipated, right? So, moved there across the road to the other Rennie Peace Grove. And would you believe it, we found a bit of vintage. Yes, we did. None other than a Quicksilver jacket. We was at the right place at the right time, and the price point was definitely good, right? £5 paid for this item. It's just here. I'm just going to get it for you. I'll try and stay in shot of the camera for you. There you go. Here, let's put this one on, right? Very, very abstracty, yeah? Look at that, huh? Fantastic. Yep, he's got his fashion show on again. Milan and Paris. Here we go. How you doing? Car Beautiful. It's true. So yes, with the autonomous season coming up, this is definitely going to keep someone warm. I'm a large to extra large if you wish, and this would actually just about fit me if I needed. Size label is a medium though, yeah? So that's definitely, it's like a ski jacket kind of jacket. Ski jacket kind of jacket. Well, yeah, it is. Ski jacket, right? I think it's called the 5K, yeah? So a lovely bit of vintage. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You can see by the design there, yeah? It's very much out there. It's got some air vents on the side, so possibly a ski jacket, you know, just to keep you cool, keep the ventilation going. Ticket price on that, guys, was literally £5 beautiful pounds. Not sure if you could, camera's picking that up, because I haven't got my Specsavers on because they're here, right? And I'm just too lazy at the minute. What am I expecting to return on that? Well, I could be looking, excuse me, anything from 30 to £35. We'll take it. Yes, we will. Most definitely. That was the only item in there at that time. So moved over to one of my favourites where, You know, I know the manageress, and she's a really good girl. You know, we had a nice conversation in there. There was a bit of a strange one, wasn't there? If you remember, on the floor by the till, there was that Star Wars chess set. And I asked them how they've done their pricing structure. And they say what they do as well. They go on to, it's only came in yesterday, they go on to the likes of eBay and then do an average of the full sell-through rates. When I'd done my research in there, they were asked £45 for that beautiful chess set. Yeah? You know, for a collector, you're going to pay that, aren't you, to be fair? However, the sell-through rates on those used are only between 18 and 25, if I'm not mistaken. So I did bring it to her attention. She goes, yeah, but that's the other girls in the shop pricing it up, is what it is, you know. She said, if you come in here and it's still in here in 3 to 4 weeks' time, that'll dramatically get reduced down to about £10, which is more tempting, shall we say, yeah? Because that'd be around about Christmas time. Be a lovely gift for someone that's into chess and also into wow, there seems to be a bit of a Star Wars theme. What with the lightsaber I picked up the other day, the chess set that was, oh, it was tempting. I did have to search for that ticket price, but at £45, no, thank you. Let's move on and find some other Bolos in that shop. And yes, the Bolos were there, as you've seen on camera. That's right. So, what did I manage to pick up? You're going to think I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Crazy for feeling like I do. Yes, I'm crazy. Okay. Isn't this strange? Every video seems to have some sort of musical kind of connotation to it, right? So, you're going to call me crazy, but I picked these up, yeah? They're a pair of sandals. John, it's going to literally rain and sleet and snow in the next couple of weeks, right? Yes, but people are also going to be thinking about getting out to warmer climates. That's right, to escape the said beautiful, autonomous and wintorious. Oh, that's a new word, wintorious. Let's put that in our vocabulary in our winter seasons and possibly look to go abroad, right? So what they're going to need? A pair of sandals. They are in minty, fresh condition. I mean, look at the soles on them, yeah? Hardly been used. And what's the price point? £4. Yes, please. Now, the name you need to be looking out for, he says dropping one of them on the floor, is Teva. Is that picking it up all right? Camera's in reverse. Teva, yeah? Again, it's a sandal. What do these kind of sandals produce? Yep. Following the footsteps of life, and I will put the rough price points up here for you. That's right, between £25 to £30 for a £4 outlay. We'll be walking that path together. Yes, we shall. Also in there was a couple of items for £1. These are 2011 kind of like, what are they called? Thomas the Tank Engine toys, yeah? Brand new, this one, believe it or not, is actually on, what's that site called? The Ham and the Zon, right? And that's commanding a huge amount of money. Now, I'm not expecting as much as that, but it gives me an indication. Very, very hard to kind of like price these items because they are vintage. Are they more than 20 years old? Not quite, are they? 2011. Anyway, they're very, very seldom you're going to come across them, yeah? So items like this, I will be picking up at that right price point. I'm going to go in at 25 for this particular model because, you know, I can't find any exact ones. I can always bring that price down, but I can't take it back up, yes? So, happy days. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Let's see what happens. And in there again, another one for £1 again. Yep, there you go, guys. Yep, again, from 2011. Not sure if the camera's going to pick that up beautifully for you. I'll try and hold it still. Again, they're not going to command huge prices, but for people that need them for their train tracks, you know, they'll pay the money. I'm looking at between £8 and £10 perhaps, yeah? So definitely little bill powers, yeah? Also in there was this lovely, brand new, there's a pashmina. Yeah, pashmina. So it's silk and pashmina. It's, again, for £1.25. It'd be silly to leave that in there, won't it? So what am I looking at? I don't know, put it in at 15, 20, you know, do a bit more research on it. 30% silk and 70% pashmina. Yeah, so that silk could definitely sell it for us, right? Let's go 15, let's go 20. You know, hey, It is what it is, not what it's not. Never gonna be what it's never gonna be. Right? That's right. So, let's have a look. I haven't shown you this one yet, have I? All I saw initially was it's a music box at £2. I thought it was really, really, really lovely. Yeah. You know, it's called Humphrey. It's got the this like train set that's moving round. The camera's not really picking it up. You probably think I'm moving it, yeah? And it's got some lovely inscriptions on the side. Hold on tight, round we go again. Stop being silly clown, you might fall out. Chew, chew. There it is, what it is. No, it's not never going to be what it's never going to be. No great age to this, but it's a lovely little item, yeah? Humphrey. Music. 20 quid? £2 paid? I don't know. Let's see what we can command for that, yeah? And finally, the last item to go in the shop. It's still going, isn't it? Right, now, I've never heard this brand before. I'm always learning. Whenever I see something that catches my attention, catches my eye, catches my peripheral vision, I'm always going to do a little bit more research when I'm in the shop. That's right. So it's a jumper. I'm thinking it's coming up that season, autonomous. You know, people are going to want to keep warm. You know, the colours on this were vibrant. They were jumping out at me. It was like abstract. It was like 3D. It was going into the retinas and going into the depths of my mind saying, I need to do more research on this. The label looked basic. And that's, again, another telltale sign for you and I to suddenly pick up our ears and pick up our sight. I've done that the wrong way round, but it's all good, yes? But it's something that grabbed our attention, and if it grabs your attention, it's grabbing it for a good reason. That's right. This is by a company called, where are you? Casablanca. There's a movie about that, isn't there? Casablanca. Yep. Play it again, Sham. Something like that. It's all good. Right, but look at the beautiful colouring on that, yeah? That is definitely going to capture your attention, isn't it, if it's sat in a shop? It is legitimate. It is by, as I said, Casablanca Tennis Club, yes? New one on me. It really is. That lovely green, the festivity colours, etc., etc., etc. It's got what it needs to have down there, and it's got that label there, which is all good. Thank you very much. But what's it going to command, I hear you ask? Well, it's new with tax. New with tax? Get in there. £5.95. You want to know the salt on these particular brands? Because I almost fainted in the shop. Okay. Initially, I was thinking, £25 is going to be a nice conservative return on this item. It's new with tags. You know, that's without doing my research. Yes, I got a little bit deeper. I went into Casablanca. I'd done a Google search. So what you do when you're in the shop, you grab your phone. On the search bar, there's a camera on the right-hand side, yes? Push that camera. It'll open the camera lens. You point it at the item, you push, take photo. Yep. It'll scroll up, it'll give you a description first, and then you keep scrolling, and then it'll give you all the options of what's available for this particular product. You know, whether it's here in UK, whether it's abroad, or wherever you like. You know, it'll give you everything you need to know. It'll show you the original website of the said company as well, Casablanca. You can do your research, find out the RN numbers, make sure the stitching's all correct, make sure everything is what it should be. And this, I am glad to say, is, because at the grand price point of £5.95, that's right, this jumper, yes, this jumper here is going to return me not one figure, not two figures. Yep, this is going to get me in the region of £150 for this jumper, new with tags. Casablanca, that's now another name for you guys, girls, non-binary, to put in that memory bank. Casablanca, think, play it again, Sham. Yeah, think of that beautiful, beautiful Moroccan city. I think that's where Casablanca is, but my geography at this point is not too strong. But it's not to worry, guys, girls, non-binaries. Casablanca is definitely a product to be looking out for now on your travels. So keep an eye out, yes? Bolo alert. That's right. We done fantastic. Now I'm going to pause the video, do a quick tally up of what was spent for everything. But wait, I forgot. I did buy something in that first charity shop, didn't I? Yes, for £8. The planter. That's right. Here we go. It's either that or a huge wine glass. Yep. Could you imagine the result if that was filled with wine? Oh, Casablanca. and the curly Pelarita. This, guys, girls, is what it is. It's a brass planter. Yep. I've seen antique roadshows and programs like that before. They said, don't polish them up. He's not going to do anything in it. If anything, it actually decreases the value. They said, if it's got wear on it, people want to see it with wear on it, believe it or not. As bizarre as it is, yeah? Either that, or you can have a huge candle in there, right? Like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to turn to when the rain set in. Anyway, guys, girls, non-binaries, what is it? It's basically a planter, pot, and stand. It's made of brass. That's right, yeah. It's approximately about 3 foot tall, thereabouts, give or take. Nice and light, not too heavy. There you go. The asking price is in there, £8 somewhere. Are you going to pick that up? Somewhere there, yeah. The return on this particular item, yes, 10, 15, 20, 25. I sound like an auction house. Yeah, get your bids in. Ready? 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Hammer going down once, hammer going down twice. 50, 55, 60, 65. The hammer's about to strike. First call, second call, 75, 80. About 75 to 80 pounds, believe it or not, for that particular plant pot with stand, because it's made of brass. There's an expression, isn't there? Yep. There's muck in brass, as they say up north. Yep. So never underestimate the value of brass items. Yep. It's certainly now a new phenomenon I shall be looking out for on my particular journeys. Brass items, yeah, because certain products could do very, very well. And that, again, is a new one on me. So I'm going to pause the video very, very shortly. And then I'm going to give you the tally up of what is potentially going to be made. Wow. What can I say? It's Tuesday. Didn't expect to get a video out, but yes, we have managed it, guys, girls, non-binaries. Give us a couple of seconds. Thanks. So I'm back. Did you miss me? Hey, don't be too honest, because it'll break my heart. Grand total today spent out in said town. I can't remember where I went now. You know, the brain just gone boom. So went to RICKMANSWORTH. Yep, the grand total spent in RICKMANSWORTH was not a lot when you think about it. Yep, it's a couple of Happy Meals. Let's put it that way, yeah? What's a Happy Meal these days? It's definitely not a sad meal. Boom! We're looking at a grand total of £26 was spent out of the back pocket. That's good, because I've just had a couple of sales that are going to show you tomorrow, which will then compensate that. So we're going to turn that £26 investment that we managed to flip on one item, say yesterday or today, for tomorrow, which are going out next week. I don't know, but it is what it is. Yep. Let's put that into context. Sold an item for £26. Yep. Which I would have paid a couple of quid at a car boot sale. Now that £26, yep, that I've spent out in said charity shops today, yep, it's going to produce a beautiful, healthy, I sound like Gordon Ramsay, you know, you need to be the one to actually take the initiative to get out there and see the potential that's potentially on them shelves. And when you see the potential on them shelves and you do your research, and sometimes you will be surprised, because I was surprised at the new products that's just been added to my memory bank, yes? So I now know to look out for certainly new products that weren't there before. That's right. So I'm now potentially looking for a few items from Casablanca. I'm now going to be looking out for brassware, because, you know, now I know there's potential profit in there. It's definitely something that I have got my beady little eye on. That's right. So what are we looking at, guys, girls, non-binaries? We're looking at £26 was spent out of our pocket, and that's going to potentially return us a grand sum of, do I tell you, as I go back to my paperwork, I'm going to go all the way back here, and I'm going to go back down here, and I'm going to have a look, and I'm going to say, guess down below. I want you to think how much all these items are actually going to sell for. That's right. Think in your memory banks, think of the products, think of the knowledge I've just given you and the screenshots I've just put on screen for you, yeah? And I'm going to tell you that yes, indeed, so happy. Not enough coffee, but hey, it is what it is, not what it's not, never going to be what it's never going to be. The potential return on these items, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items, yep, which I spent £26 on, yeah? So it's pennies for each, right? That's not a lot of outlay when you break down what you paid for everything, divided it by everything, yeah? And that's going to be a grand total of £236. That's the number you wanted, 236. That's right, 236 is the return on these items. Yes, we've done it again. Right place, right time, correct price point, and we have been blessed once again. That's right. Oh my goodness. Touched, blessed, yes. Thank you for all your prayers, your wishes, your blessings and everything, guys. This journey is increasing. I've got some new subscribers that have joined the channel. I just want to say hi to each and every single one of you. Thank you very much. Please hit that subscriber button down below. Then you'll and the notification bell, and you know when I got the videos coming out. We're a small channel, but we seem to be growing exponentially. Thank you very much. As the subscribers that are already subscribed will tell you, we are all about unity. Yep, we're all about sharing. So when you're out there and you see these particular products, these will all be now in your memory bank. So, you know, you'll get that sixth sense. Yeah, you'll think, I recognize the look of this product. I recognize the sound, the name of this product. Why do I know that? And because you got that sixth sense, because beautiful, it's true. And the subscribers to the channel, hopefully will be adding more comments down below to products they've managed to pick up and what they're potentially looking to flip them for and get a return. Yep, this is a lifestyle choice, guys. You know, at the end of the day, this is a job which is literally paying the bills, right? It's a lovely way to spend more time with the family and find items so it could pay them water bills, gas bills, electric bills, you know, the council tax and all them beautiful bills that come with it, yeah? So, at the end of the day, yes, my name's John. I used to be an eBay, no, I didn't used to be eBay. What am I talking about? I used to be a delivery driver for multi-million pound, billion pound business. I moved from Ruislip to said West Drayton way, and pandemic hit, things like that. The business started losing money, and it was a case of last in, first out. So I've only been on this journey now with roughly a year, yeah? So the product that I've learnt along the way, I'm sharing with you guys. Again, I've only started doing these videos maybe 4 months ago, maybe coming on 4 months. I'm trying to get videos uploaded daily for you. Yeah, I want you to be able to get through this cost of living crisis with me, to show you that it's possible. Yeah, it's possible to still maintain a nice, healthy lifestyle without worrying, you know, that we have to make sacrifices on our income for said food, you know, etc. You know, it's coming up winter time, you know. At the end of the day, you want to know that you're safe in the knowledge that you've got enough to pay your gas, electric bill to keep warm. Yes. So at the end of the day, you know, feel free to follow this channel, find out how to make a little bit of money and hopefully get through to the other side. Thanks very much for getting this far, guys, girls, non-binaries. Your time is golden. I appreciate that, and I do blabber on a lot. Yeah. So on that note, I'm going to say love and leave you for now. Thinking of you. Of course I will. Honest. Okay, I'm not that transparent. Yep. So guys, thanks very much. Have yourself a magnificent evening. You know you're worthy. Remind the people around you how wonderful you are. Do something special for them as a little in return. Yeah. Make a little cup of tea for them or something. You know. Just remind others how wonderful they are. Be blessed. Be you. Take care.